name is Dr. Jim Craig, and I practice at Summerbrook Dental Group.
Investigators compiled over 50 pages of evidence against James Craig and arrested him for murder.
Those are very strong pieces of evidence if in fact they're true and the prosecution can prove it.
Potassium cyanide, like other cyanide salts, works by stopping the body's ability to use the oxygen that you've breathed in.
My approach to dentistry begins with sincerely listening to the patient.
Potassium cyanide isn't difficult to get a hold of. Police said they found emails Craig sent to the company. He told them he was a surgeon and needed it for research on a medical procedure.
The dentist.
There now. Better?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Publicly Buzzed Live, a Thursday night edition. Appreciate everybody for being here. And per usual, what's going on, Dan?
What's up?
Not
Having a
much,
good night
dude.
tonight?
Yeah, pretty good. How about you?
Yeah, pretty good.
Not too much. About to look into what I sent you earlier, this craziness that's happening in real time with this James Craig fella.
Watch with the perfect comment, called in 4K. Damn.
Huh?
Yeah, that sums it up. This guy was called in 4K, yeah.
Hell yeah. Thanks for being here, Mosh. Oh, I see a lot of people popping in here. My chat was actually a little bit delayed there. Kristen, thank you. Jessica Christie, thank you. Strychnine, Anna, Spider Baby, CR, Mountain Mama, Threads and Roses. Hell yeah, filling up quick. Lee Myrick, thanks guys. Yeah, we're, like I was just saying, Ninja, I think I missed you there. Cotton Jan popping in. I know you came in late last time. Thank you very much. Yeah, going over this case with this dude that poisoned his wife this month. It started on March 6th. And yeah, she unfortunately passed away. And the details of this story are absolutely horrific and very gross. We're going to go over the arrest warrant and affidavit today and going to look at a couple of articles that are out there. But yeah, he was purchasing arsenic, multiple poisons through Amazon. And this guy was a dentist. And yeah, man, what's your take on this just so far?
Yeah, like what we've been talking about off air is, I mean, how stupid that is, right? To just buy poison off of the internet, do Google searches on how much it takes and things like that. And I mean, it's so easy to get caught when you do very stupid things like that.
Yeah, and I was
and also obviously it's a fucking horrible thing to do to your wife anyway. But I mean, to be so fucking dumb about it is crazy.
In some of these text messages, yeah, I believe he had actually poisoned her prior. Let's not say poisoned, drugged her prior. The story behind that is apparently he was going to off himself and he didn't want her to stop him. So he drugged her before. And in some of these texts that we're going to go through, the text is the worst part. We're going to go through these text messages. But yeah, just reading these and kind of knowing that he's the one that is the reason that this is happening to this lady, it makes it so much more grosser. But what I was kind of alluding to you before we went on air here, though, is there's something wrong with the generation above, because this guy's 46 years old. We're mid-30s, you know, we're pretty pro, you know, we're right into the internet age. This guy's, like you were just saying, when this was really, we were coming up and we were just learning it as like, you know, 13, 14-year-old kids in school, yeah. Teenagers. He would have been in his early 20s. You know, what is it with these guys that are now getting caught all the time, you know, for Googling the stupidest shit ever?
How old was the last one? The guy that we covered with his wife?
Guy, yeah, Walsh. I think he was about 50, actually, if I remember correctly. Something around those, around there. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Threads and Roses. They have children, 6 children. This one's gross. Wow. This dude is an absolute piece of shit.
I mean, yeah, he thought he was going to fucking get away with it, didn't he?
Yeah, yeah, he did, right? And he made some very stupid mistakes along the way. Sandra, yeah, hopefully that does not happen tonight. Yeah, Dan, my internet crashed the stream Tuesday night.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, like it just actually went out, and which I ain't gonna lie, the stream was an hour in, and I was about to, start winding down, but my internet actually went out. A little shitty.
Yeah, I actually wasn't here for that one. I missed that one completely. I usually don't miss them, at least in the chat.
Yeah,
but,
I was looking out for you actually.
Yeah, I didn't make that one at all.
But yeah, this one is this one's weird. Let me switch it over here to the internet real quick. Yeah, and he made a lot of mistakes along the way. Gladly so, luckily so. Sending arsenic or cyanide to his actual dentist office. So he had ordered the original poison that he laced his wife's protein shake with on March 6th. Instantly, she started feeling like shit. I guess it wasn't working fast enough. He started ordering more things off of Amazon, sending them to his office, and somebody actually opened one of these packages and seen that, I believe it was the cyanide, that this should not be in a dentist office. What's going on? Authorities were notified, and the nurses at the hospital while all this was going on, and basically his wife is laying there dying for unknown reasons. They can't figure out why this previously healthy lady is all of a sudden, brain dead, essentially. They started becoming suspicious as well, so they also alerted the authorities. So out the gate, this guy had, the first dose happened on March 6th. She dies March 16th. He's charged on March 23rd. This all happened very quick. A month ago, people were living a normal fucking life.
Yeah, terrible situation for this guy to make this ridiculous decision, and for what? Side piece?
Right, yeah.
He wanted a new relationship. He wanted to give up his current relationship to start something new. It's gross. Selfish and horrible.
Absolutely gross. Here he is donning the orange, not looking nearly as cheerful. I hope everybody liked that video I made. Found some YouTube video from his actual his dentistry practice, and kind of spliced that together.
CR said, "Never take that drink your spouse makes."
Dude,
that's what's so fucked up about it, man.
Dude,
like, you should be able to trust this person, right?
So the one thing, I'm going to go through this arrest warrant, but the one thing I'm going to hit on in this, and it's a lot, so I'm going to get into it pretty quickly, is the text. The text between these two, with him knowing what's going on and his wife dying over this, 10-day period, 15th, maybe even a very short period of time. Absolutely disgusting. We're going to get into that pretty quickly. Just out the gate here, a complaint in writing under oath here. Yeah, this is detailing between March 6th and March 15th. And look how happy he is here in this picture. Committed the crime of first-degree murder after deliberation, as that crime is defined by CSR 18-3-102, respectively, and as further set forth in the complaint attached hereto and made part thereof. And this is, after they got this going, they actually were able to make the arrest. They made the arrest Sunday, and then this morning he was actually arraigned and charged officially. Again, right here, no bond on this motherfucker.
Yeah, that's good. But that's probably pretty common in murder, right?
What was it? Oh, no bond. Yeah, right. What the hell? No, I don't like
lots of other crimes that should be the same way. No bond.
Yeah, lots of other crimes, right? That people can get out on.
Yeah, there was a local crime. It was a teacher had sexually abused a student, and he had like a $30,000 bond. Like,
dude, shit like that pisses you off. Like,
that's pretty fucked up. Like, there should be no bond. Yeah. That's like the worst of the worst.
Yeah, dude, stuff like that makes you mad. On March 15th, let's see here. On March 15th at approximately 11:08 a.m., Angela Craig, his wife, presented herself to the University Hospital because she had severe headache and was experiencing dizziness. Angela was accompanied by her brother and later met her husband, James Craig. At approximately 2 p.m., Angela experienced a seizure and began to rapidly decline medically. Eventually, she was placed on life support and in the ICU. Hospital medical personnel could not find a known medical condition that would have caused Angela's rapid medical decline. Your affiant was told James was a dentist who worked at the Summerbrook Dental Group. James was a business partners with. See, March 15th, James communicated via text message from his cell phone. Got some redacted names here, and informed blank that Angela had been admitted to the university hospital and her condition was grave. And they both responded to the university hospital. At the hospital, redacted spoke with one of her attending nurses regarding his suspicion that Angela was a possible victim of poisoning. So out the gate, he had no time. Like, there was no moment that there wasn't suspicion going on. Explained to the nurse that James recently ordered potassium cyanide for their dental practice. Yeah, that's what they actually found in his location at the practice when they alerted authorities at how strange this was, adding that there was no medical reason or purpose to order cyanide for a dental practice as a mandatory report.
Even they knew, right?
Yeah.
Like, did he have his assistants order it for him?
No, I think he actually did the ordering. There's one part of it that he actually at his work created a new email address and made these orders through. Thinking that would hide his identity somehow, I guess. I'll make a new email and just buy it that way through Amazon.
How'd the nurses know that he ordered it?
Oh, they actually opened the package once it arrived at the practice, and they're like, "Wait, why is this cyanide?" It actually happened by complete mistake. He was telling them that the package, it was a ring for his wife, and they open it and they're like, "Well, this isn't a ring." And then he started trying to explain it. This guy's a fucking idiot, guys. Like, wow. We've ran into another one. Yeah, the nurse called police and an investigation ensued on March 15th. Not even 10 days ago, 1 week ago. On March 16th in the early morning hours, your client spoke with redacted at the police department headquarters where they volunteered to talk. Let's see. Talking about Ryan is one of the business partner of James at the dentist practice. Bought the practice from James when he was struggling financially, and that was recent. And James had also filed for bankruptcy in 2021, and I think they were about to file for bankruptcy again. March 6, 2023, the day Angela first became sick and went to Parker Adventist. She was working late at the dental office, said James returned to the office after hours. Redacted observed James at an exam room computer with the lights off, doing something on the computer. This was odd because James had his own office with his own computer and personal laptop he regularly took to and from the office. So day one, he's sitting in a corner with no lighting on a computer he doesn't usually use, and he's already throwing red flags. This guy's a fucking moron.
You know, it sucks that it had to happen at all, but thank God it happened by an idiot, because it made it so much easier to catch the son of a bitch.
Right.
And this is going to be a Hail Mary case. I mean, this is no problem at all.
It's insane. It's absolutely, yeah. This is going to be a layup for him. Like,
yeah.
Redacted aid approximately 30 minutes after James left the dental office. He texted.
Yeah, I think I used the wrong analogy there. Hail Mary versus layup. Layup is the right one.
Yeah.
Not a sports guy.
You triggered it for me, though.
Yeah.
Approximately 30 minutes after James left the dental office, he texted Redacted, telling her that he would be receiving a personal package and told her not to open it. Don't open that shit. Redacted stated that a package arrived for James on Monday, March 13th. And this was after. So, I mean, yeah, he had purchased multiple poisons, arsenic and cyanide. I think the first thing he put in the drink was actually arsenic. And I guess it wasn't working fast enough. He's like, shit, I'm going to get some cyanide to back it up.
Lucia Olson said, I heard maybe divorce wasn't much of an option due to their religion.
Oh.
Murder's okay, though. Murder's all right.
Murder's fine.
Murder's good, but divorce is a no-go. No, that was definitely financially driven, right? He didn't want to split up his...
Yeah, she did that in the hospital, though.
He didn't want to split up his their whatever they have, their net worth or whatever.
Yeah, they'd rather do this than actually divorce somebody.
Yeah.
Right? Strict down. It's ridiculous. We live in a fucking clown world. Let's see. Redacted stated the package arrived on the 13th. They found that the package box had been opened, Caitlin said she found out that another employee, I like how they randomly redact names and they miss them somehow randomly. I'm betting this other one up here is Caitlin that's being redacted.
Yeah.
I think that's even a C right there. Had opened the package, forgetting that James was getting a package. She looked inside the package. Inside the package, she saw a biohazard sticker that said potassium cyanide on a circular canister. Realized that the package was for James, sealed the package back up and gave it to James. She later Googled what cyanide was used for and said that Angela had the same symptoms. Caitlin called Jacqueline when she heard Angela was back in the hospital on March 15th and told her about the contents of the package. Redacted arrived at the hospital in separate vehicles, but entered the hospital together. Upon arrival, they spoke briefly to James, but he received a phone call from the doctor, so he stepped away. While James was on the phone, a nurse came out to speak with them. Stayed while James was on the phone. He pulled the nurse away and told the nurse about his concerns that Angela may have been poisoned with cyanide. While at the hospital, Redacted observed James meeting with doctors about Angela's prognosis. They observed James crying after the meeting. Then left the hospital and returned to the vehicle. While in the vehicle, received a call from James' personal cell phone. A Redacted phone connected to something vehicle's Bluetooth so that Redacted could hear the conversation. James, he heard some disturbing information and then asked if he had said anything to the hospital staff. Admitted that he talked to the hospital staff about the incident. Blank advised that he was aware of the package that James had ordered. James replied the package was a ring for Angela and he wanted to surprise her. Blank countered by telling him he knew it was not a ring. James claimed the package was never opened, so he could not know what was in it. Blank advised that the package was definitely opened and it did not contain a ring. So he's not even saying, he's like, bro, I know there's no fucking ring in there. Blank asked James why he would buy potassium cyanide. James eventually recanted and admitted the package contained cyanide. He's like, I know what's in the package, but claimed that Angela asked him to order it. James claimed, no, she wanted it. No, dude, bro.
Imagine how flustered he is during this explanation,
right?
too. How fucking, like, it's so obvious that he's lying. It had to be. I'm sure he's terrible at lying, and I mean, he's terrible at everything, apparently, except for maybe being a dentist.
He's literally saying there, like, no, you mean the ring? And he's like,
was he even a successful dentist?
Obviously not with the bankruptcies, right?
Oh yeah, so there you go. He's actually just a failure in general.
Redacted asked James why he would buy potassium cyanide. James eventually recanted and admitted the package contained it, blah, blah, blah. James claimed that Angela couldn't order the cyanide because she didn't have the proper credentials. James told him he ordered the cyanide, but he didn't think she would actually take it. Why would you let that even happen? James described the situation as being similar to a game of chicken. At that point, Blank told James to stop talking and get a lawyer. He's like, no one's buying this shit. Like,
oh my god, man. This is such a crazy
this
one.
One's wild. Wow. This one is really fucking crazy. Like, everybody's out of their minds and thinking that they can get away with this shit. Yeah. And madness in Anna.
This sounds like this could easily be on a Dumb Criminals show or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Dumb Crook
Stupid
News.
Criminals.
Detective Grawl then interviewed Michelle, who provided a similar account of events as her husband Ryan. Blank told you that Angela had first become sick on March 6th. Angela went to the hospital and was released the same day. Angela reported that she felt dizzy and weak. They stated that Angela fell ill again and returned back to the hospital on the 9th. Angela was admitted on the 9th and released on the 14th. Medical personnel were unable to determine what was causing her symptoms. And Angela was brought back to the hospital the next day. Added that she had exchanged texts with James since Angela was admitted to the hospital. Now I'm going to skip over this part right here. This is towards the end of everything. And hold on. Yeah, I want to get down here just a little bit to the very beginning of when these texts start between Angela.
You know what I think is scary about this? If you were able to, like, steal cyanide with no trace, like, not order it, not fucking buy it, but steal
Just
it,
take-
get it on a
yeah,
black market,
wherever it's
no
at.
trace. Like, that doesn't come to your address. Like, you're out how to get a hold of it without any trace to yourself.
Yeah.
Dude, you'd probably fucking get away with it.
I mean, yeah, if you're like randomly
Because, I mean,
lacing,
like, they're
there's
just,
no-
like, going to the hospital. They don't know what's wrong with you. Like, I mean, I remember there was a story, or was it a movie? It may have even just been a fucking movie. It may not have even been a real thing. I don't know. But I recall this story of a woman who was poisoning her husband. Now I can't remember exactly what she was poisoning him with, but all the way up to he's in the hospital sick as a dog, right? And she's still feeding him poison while he's in the hospital. Like she had it in her
Wow.
purse. Like she's still putting it in his fucking hospital food. And he's still eating it. Like, because I mean, and nobody suspected it of her, right? Because she's the wife. But they ended up tying it to her. And like I said, this could have even just been a fucking movie. It may not have even been a real life story.
Might have been Unsolved Mysteries.
Could have been. Yeah, I'm thinking it was Unsolved Mysteries. God damn it, my mic. Hang on, let me leave Discord. It could have been Unsolved Mysteries or like Forensic Files or something like that. But could have also just been a movie. I'm not sure. But it's just crazy but I've heard these stories, about poisoning a spouse, and they go fucking. Sometimes it takes them a long time to figure it out.
Yeah, dude. And that's what's sad. And then hell, it'll take sometimes years later down the road before they can or it's suspicion or something gets them to maybe exhume the body later.
Okay.
Something like that.
Inanna Shu, I don't know how to pronounce that, but she said that, or he or she says that they remember that. So
Oh yeah.
I'm not crazy. But yeah, I couldn't remember if it was a movie or a true story, but yeah, apparently it is true. Maybe I'll have to try to look that up.
Yeah, right here. The part that's also sick is he expressed so much interest in her blood test and her health and acted so concerned. Yeah, reading through this is really, really gross. I make my own smoothie. I know who's making it, and only me. Just saying. Yeah, that's sad. It's really fucking fucked up. Like, it sucks. So yeah, these messages right here. This is at the beginning right here. Thank you so much for making my drink. She's in the gray, he's in the blue. Thank you so much for making my drink this morning. I just love you. I hope you have a great day, and I'm so glad you're back in town. This is the beginning. You're welcome, baby. I love you too. I think my body is not letting the caffeine this morning. My stomach feels fine, but my head feels fuzzy, dizzy, very strange. He's actually saying that to her, I think, right? Yeah. No, that's her. Oh, my bad. He's in the gray, she's in the blue. Sorry. Yeah. So out the gate. Yeah, my bad. Then he's saying, it's been a week since caffeine for you. Maybe your body. Yeah, the entire time he's basically just trying to make her feel like he's just gaslighting her.
Yep.
Maybe your body is saying, no, thank you. I did a full scoop of caffeine and a full big scoop of B vitamins. Is that how much you normally take? I'm super shaky. Oh no, I do a small scoop of the B vitamin mix. Oops, sorry, babe. That's okay, it'll wear off. I am dizzy and my eyes don't want to focus, but I can get the stuff done that I need to get done this morning. Maybe you should lie down, he says. I'm laying on my face on the mat. Then she says she didn't want to lay on the bed because she's stinky. Then he asked, do you need me to come home? No, this is just weird. I'm dizzy in my head and my eyes are working slowly and my body is responding slowly. That sounds really wrong. I'm going to come home. I don't like this. You need to work. I'll throw on some clothes. And then she said she's going to sit with the girls and see if it'll go away. I'm probably, and then it was some more gaslighting. And then he gets her to check her blood pressure. Her blood pressure gets wonky as fuck through this entire thing. And I think this same day she actually does go to the hospital as well with the dizziness spells. And then over here he's asking if she's eaten anything. I had my protein shake and my magnesium makes me weird. This is not hungry. Are you nauseous? No, I feel drugged. So she literally says, I feel drugged. And I think this next response by him is fucking so stupid. Just in the grand scheme, if you were actually trying to, well, hell, who fucking knows? Because obviously he's so stupid. He doesn't realize that they're going to be looking through his text because he doesn't realize they're going to be looking through his Google's history, his Amazon. He says, given our history, what I'd mentioned earlier, that he had drugged her so she couldn't prevent him from offing himself. Given our history, I know that must be triggering. Just for the record, I didn't drug you. I am super worried though. You really looked pale before I left, liking your lips even, and then asking for an update.
Why would he say that?
What a fucking idiot. Like, oh, dude, and that's not even the stupidest shit.
Like, that had to make her suspicious right off the bat, right?
Yeah, no. She never
No.
gets suspicious. Yeah, at one point he's having messages with somebody from his work, and basically he's telling them, you know, because shit's already hitting the fan, and he's basically telling them, like, you guys do not have to talk to the police, you do not have to answer their questions, they have to, you know, like, being an absolute moron. They're like, and he's like, don't actually respond to this text, let me respond to you first. Being so suspicious. Like, no one's gonna go along with you murdering your wife, bro. Like,
Yeah.
absolute madness. I was plugging your symptoms into Google, and stroke matches some of what you're describing. Do you have a weakness in your whole body, or just one side? And is it both eyes, or just feel blurry? It feels like my whole body, and it's tingly, and my eyes are struggling to focus. Are you still laying down? I got in my bed. Okay, good. My whole body is so heavy. She says, please come get the dog. Sorry, also, I want to shower, but I'm worried. Okay, I'll come help. I'm all done, headed home. How are you feeling? Same, Belle's making grilled cheese. Over here saying, you don't have to miss work today. We don't have anywhere to go today, and the girls and I will be fine. I'm starting to think I'm just sick, and this is part of it. I'm going to try my popcorn and Dr. Walker this morning, and we'll see what we can do. I'm not sure your popcorn will do much, but you're welcome to try it. I may just have Bella take me to urgent care this morning. I should have had you do that yesterday. No, you're fine. It did help us rule out a lot of other scary things. I'm kind of wondering if maybe I have a sinus infection and I didn't even notice because I get so used to them, and it turned into an inner ear infection, and that's why it felt like it came on all of a sudden. Let's hope, he says. So how are you feeling compared to yesterday now that you're up and moving around? Same. He says, geez, I'm not sure what you were expecting. I don't think this is a sleep thing. I don't know either. I was hoping that maybe the worst of it is behind us and you were going to start feeling better. It's endless gaslighting by this piece of shit. Did the ER give you any paperwork yesterday? Only the discharge paperwork on the island. I didn't have any blood work results. This entire time they're trying to figure out what's going on with her for a week, basically. She says right here, I don't want to tell you, but I feel like you would be upset if I don't, but I may have passed out a little this morning while standing in the kitchen. I just remember holding on to the island because I was dizzy, and then Violet in my face saying, Mommy. Thank you for telling me, but that would have been a good moment to call 911. I just waited for Bella. It's weird because my eyes seem to be focusing better today. Well, that's good, I guess. I woke up with a headache and spits in my eyes. Spots in my eyes. Spots went away. Headache still there. Sorry, babe. That's awful. Not doing urine test here. They recommend I go back to the ER because A1C was normal yesterday, right? Isn't that what the ketones are? Never mind. She told me they don't have the capability to do that test, but my PCP should. I'm tired. How did your talk with Matt go? It went fine. He says this sounds like diabetes to have. He said when your sugars are high, God, yeah, and still just gaslighting her. My doctor can get me in Thursday or Friday, but not before that. I don't want to be a new diabetic, so I would really rather not say those words. Tell Matt to stick it.
Man, listening to these text messages makes it so much more real.
That's
so
what
brutal.
was hitting me earlier. Like, that's why I kind of wanted to go through
Yeah.
those. That's what really drives this home, is the grossness of it, is that he knows what's happening, and
Yeah, it's really fucked
it's
up.
horrible. It's absolutely horrible. And then here she is scheduling a doctor's appointment. My head is killing me and I'm so tired. Making these decisions is really hard. I think you should do it on Thursday. I'm sorry your head hurts so bad. I can't drive and nobody here to take me. It's like she's getting a doctor's appointment changed to Thursday. Getting a prescription called in for the dizziness. He says, I love you. It was so nice hanging out with you and just watching a show and snuggling. I'm sorry that you still aren't feeling well and you feel like I'm disappointed about that. So this motherfucker's sitting there watching a show or a movie with this lady, knowing she's actively dying because of the bullshit he's put into her system.
Yep.
And then messaging her this crap. I'm not disappointed at all, just feeling empathy for how hard that must be for you. Hopefully things can improve and get better. I'm also so grateful that the last couple of days have allowed me to have more flexibility in my schedule. God really does know what he's doing. Are you feeling anything in particular for dinner tonight or this week? I'm having a hard time feeling okay being sick and an even harder time knowing whether that's me or you. I could tell you were worried yesterday, but I guess just think they sent us home and said nothing was wrong and you think I should be fine. I realize I could be reliving the past. It's just hard. And frankly, all of this is really scary and I don't feel like we've addressed it at all, but I don't even remember most of yesterday. So maybe we did address it. I'm a crazy person. I'm not feeling anything particular about food. Yeah. I mean, she's just checking out at this point.
Wow.
Because she's so fucked up and he's like trying to, I'm sure saying, the doctors are telling you, you're fine. Let's just live our normal day. And she's like, no, something is really wrong. And they just don't know what it is yet. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sucks, man.
This is pretty fucking dark.
Well, the doctors should have been able to do more.
Right. I mean,
figure something out.
Yeah. I mean, I guess. Yeah, I mean, she's passed out at one point. She continues to make doctors
keep her admitted, maybe, right?
Yeah,
I mean, fucking hospitals are such bullshit nowadays. Though they try to get you out the door as quick as 100%. Fucking possible. They don't want to fix you. They're not trying to keep you and figure out what's wrong. If they can't figure it out in the first fucking couple of hours, you're out the door.
Yeah, 100%. They are really not trying to help you today, man. Hospitals today are scary as shit. I hate them.
Yeah, it's really awful. I mean, we've had to deal in the past couple of years with, people in hospitals, elderly people in hospitals, and it's not fucking amazing.
Yeah, it's terrible to watch because that it seems like something else could be probably being done that's not.
And that may not be all hospitals either. I don't know, but man, we've not amazing experiences in the past. Since the pandemic, really, that's really where everything
shit's been.
Since the pandemic, honestly, a lot of industries have kind of gone to shit, in my opinion.
100%. Yeah, I deal with that every day at my work. Like, nobody wants to do anything, including professionals. Like, it sucks, man. Yeah, I have that same feeling about doctors and stuff. So yeah, she's checking out at this point. Says Tony is sending dinner for us tonight. Oh, good. What's she sending and when will it arrive? And she's still at home dealing with the kids too. They have 6 kids. She's saying, drinking my drink and sitting on the couch with my ice pack and 2 anxious dogs. No blurred vision or dizziness or anything, mostly just the headache. I guess that's an improvement over the last few days. He's really just checking in to see how his work is coming along. And at one point along the line here, he's thinking, this isn't doing the trick fast enough. Let me order some more shit, right? It's possible the headache, and I guess he was probably continuing to mix it in these shakes or these protein shakes over days. It's possible the headache will go away and I'll feel okay today. So yes, it seemed, yeah, the headache never really went away. And my sinuses are cleared out and draining. I can breathe again, but it's making everything taste gross. I'm sorry, but that also sounds like good news. It's okay. It will go away. Just wanted to update you, and I'm hoping you don't worry today. What did you feed Ember this morning? Her frozen food. Kay, thanks. She's being nosy, and I think she wants her snack. And another thing, my nose hurts. Maybe next time I'm delirious and I have an IV wrap, you could remove it for me before I punch myself in the nose. I would really appreciate that. Like
Weird.
making a joke, right?
Yeah. Oh, is that a joke?
I think. And then he said, I'll make a mental note of that. Right? And she's saying my nose hurts. Maybe next time I'm delirious and I have an IV wrap, you can remove it for me before I punch myself in the nose.
Oh, maybe she was pulling on it and accidentally, like, she pulled too hard
Oh,
and
I see,
literally
yeah. On the
did that
wrap.
number. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. I'm like, I thought she's making a joke. No, I'm sorry. Asking how he is today. So busy. I'm planning to come home and eat lunch with you, though. Am I eating lunch? I'll need to gear up for that. I'm glad I get to see you. I'm glad too. I need to ask you what you're hungry for and bringing it to you. I'm kind of feeling just a smoothie or something. He's just trying to bring her more fucking poison, bro.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Trying to get it done.
I'm not feeling anything. Don't bring anything. I'll eat something here. Is she getting suspicious?
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah.
Wow, bro.
It doesn't seem like it, though. She probably just has no appetite.
You're probably right, but that is the first time that I've maybe seen a tinge of it, but I think you're probably right. How's your headache? Better, but it still hurts. I probably just need a shower and some sleep and some food. I hate your bird today. She won't be quiet. Oh, I guess they have a bird.
Oh, God.
Shower and sleep and food sounds good. I'm sorry about my family. I just wish I could get my watch to stop sending me notifications every time they text. It's so annoying. Yeah, her family's worried about her, and they're annoying the shit out of them.
Yeah, because in a normal situation where she's actually sick, he wouldn't be annoyed.
Yeah.
He's annoyed because he knows exactly what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
He can't answer the questions because that would fucking implicate him in the crime that he's committing. He's annoyed because he knows exactly what's going on. He just can't say it. I mean, if she was actually sick and he had nothing to do with it, I'm sure he wouldn't be annoyed by her family being concerned about her.
Yeah. Yeah, like if this was an actual problem, he wouldn't be, God, your family just keeps blowing me up over here.
Yeah, over this extremely weird sickness that we have no explanation for. Of course they're fucking blowing you up.
And he's probably, if he is saying anything, he's saying, well, the doctors say she's fine. And then he showed...
I mean, dude, in fact, if this was my wife having these kind of issues, I mean, she obviously doesn't work, right?
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it.
I mean, if this was issues, I guess if you're a fucking dentist, maybe that's tough. You got to shut your fucking practice down for a week. Because I was gonna say I would take a fucking week off work. You know?
Oh yeah. And even in this case, he's not even. I mean, I guess he'd lose the money. But if you think something is really badly happening, right? Like, and he's not even running the practice. There's other people there.
Oh, so there's other dentists there.
Yeah. Somebody.
So fuck this then. Yeah, I would totally take a week off work if this was happening to my wife.
100%.
Something completely unexplained and she's miserable every day.
Yeah, these texts and he's just like, "What do you want to eat today?" Oh, I'm glad we could watch a show together. I'm sorry that you feel like shit every moment of your life since a couple days ago. Like, yeah, dude. Like
it would take 2 days, right? After 2 days, I'd be like, all right, we got to fucking figure this out, and I would take off work. There would be no doubt about it.
Something's up here. Yep. That right, yeah. Him saying that.
The family annoying him,
or the part the smoothie part. Like, how about I bring you a smoothie?
Yeah, the smoothie.
Fucking hell, bro. But yeah, back to the family annoying him, and then she's showing him how to pop that off, and he says, "Thanks, I'll try that." She says, "Hi, baby, I love your face." On the 8th, how you doing? Good. I'm just waiting for Julia. I'm trying to share my vital stats with you so you can see something, even if I'm asleep. But my head hurts. and the blood pressure one is making it worse. He says the blood pressure one, I would need a separate blood pressure app. I think I'm not really sure. Is Bella home yet? Just got here. You okay? Yep. Just checking in on you. Checking in again. How are you doing? You're scary. Sorry, baby.
Is she up in? Is she like in bed, or is she in the hospital?
I think she's home here. I'm thinking.
Okay.
This is the 8th. Sorry, baby. I fell asleep.
She's just like upstairs in bed or something, and she doesn't know what's going on.
Right here. She's saying, sorry, baby. I fell asleep on the couch. Then I woke up. Now I'm hungry.
Oh yeah.
So she's finally hungry. Thank you for checking in on me. Again, how you doing?
You know what, dude? If nothing else, this is an insane documentation of the process you go through with cyanide poisoning. Right?
Yeah. Like you actually,
we're seeing moment to moment, like what
Yeah.
happens to you as you have cyanide poisoning. So maybe she, she went through all of this, but I mean, that's something,
The only thing would be
some
interesting
sort of
to know
silver
is
lining you can glean out of it.
how much he was dosing her each time. Like,
Yeah.
At
least she documented it though.
Yeah, that's true.
Actually a really good thing.
That's a very good point. Yeah. A silver lining that she might have brought to the world.
Yeah.
And in this case, catching such a big buzz, that's a good point, man. Cause yeah, it's such a fucked up thing to happen to somebody.
Yeah.
Let me see. Even though I called ahead and they said they had what I needed when I showed up today, they didn't have it. I'm so frustrated. I'm headed back to my office to do some research and see if I need to find another place in town that has glassware.
The fuck is he talking
I
about?
don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Okay, all done with groceries. I'm headed home to make some dinner. How you doing? I feel super tired, but left my phone on my lap, so I hope I feel it if you text. Okay, thank you.
Dude, and he's literally just asking how she's doing because he wants to know if she's fucking about to die.
And then randomly he'll throw in this is my day. Here's what's happening. I got some, and then, oh, hey, how you doing? Oh, you're feeling better.
Geez.
That's great news. Really? Amazon, cyanide, like arsenic.
So when we started this tonight, it was like funny to make fun of him for how stupid he was being. Dude, these text messages, this is fucking brutal.
Oh, dude.
This is brutal to go through.
It is.
Like this is
what fucked
insane.
me up earlier when I was reading through it. I was like, oh my God. Like the details in these texts, it kind of gives a whole different feel to it because it
absolutely does.
Personal.
When you're on the outside looking in, you're like, oh, this guy's a fucking idiot. Like, man, how did he make so many ridiculous mistakes? Like he's retarded, he's redacted, however you want to say it. I probably shouldn't say that.
No, you're good.
But when you read through the text messages and it gets personal like this, dude, it hits you, man.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah, this is what hit me so bad, honestly. Like you feel like an extra level because we look at all these cases and you feel like the empathy and you feel for these people. But this one's like touching base with like something you would do with our companions in life, your wife, my fiance, my future wife. Like this is how we interact on a daily basis, exactly how they're doing. So it hits on a very personal level with our generation, I think.
Yeah, it's brutal.
It's gross, man. I've decided that me owning a water bottle, here he is, like going back to like just talking about anything else. I've decided that showing a picture of the water bottle on his desk or the water cup. I've decided that me owning a water bottle just means that I get to come in every morning and just look at it on my desk. That is not the purpose of the water bottle, she says. Then he says, are you nauseous? I'm reading up on low blood pressure. She says, not today. I'm cold.
What the fuck was that? What was that? What just happened?
The cup
that
thing?
exchange. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like he's just kind of coming out with this. And then she's like,
that's not the purpose of water bottle.
Yeah. Like trying to still be normal. She's still trying to keep it normal too. While
she's fucking hilarious.
Fucking feeling horrible.
Oh my God.
I'm cold, super tired, weak, shaky, and dizzy. He says, super thirsty. I've been drinking stuff all morning, so who knows? Blurred vision? No. He's just going through it. I'm having a hard time concentrating this morning. I'm sorry. I'm just sleepy. That's okay. You don't have to say sorry. How are you doing now? I had Nikki bring over glucose meter to borrow. I'm at 179 now. Okay, so sugar high sugar. Yes. And then that's him trying to say this is diabetes, right?
Not that high. It's a little high, I guess, but it's not that fucking high.
For someone that doesn't have it, I don't know.
It's not. I mean, it's not high enough for her to be having the symptoms she's having.
Right.
That's a fact. Like I think after a meal, like a normal level is like 140,
okay,
or something like that. if you haven't had a meal, then 140 might be high, and the 179 is definitely high. But if you've ate recently, I think 140 is like a normal level.
He says yes. Did you eat anything this morning? And then he says, baby, she's went away here. Hi, baby, I'm sleeping. Woo. I ate my protein fables and some crackers. I'm down to 140, but feeling pretty crappy. I'm sorry you're feeling crappy. How are you doing? He says again. She might have been documenting.
Yeah, there you go. Tanya with the same thought. She's literally documenting every day, every symptom.
Okay.
Which that's very beneficial. Even if that wasn't her intention, like she's suspicious of anything, it's fucking awesome to have it now, right?
Yeah. Yeah, dude. You've got to stop scaring me like this. I love you so much, and I'm not used to all this excitement, he says. I promise you, cardio, I'm in room 212. So, okay, she must be in a hospital here. This is the 9th. Viv just texted about dinner tomorrow. My head is killing me. Can you please respond to them? Nurse brought her some Tylenol. Oh, no, wait.
I feel you, Jessica.
Tramadol.
This shit has... Going through these text messages has made this so brutal.
It really connects it so heavily. Yeah. There's nothing else to say about it. My question, let's see here. My question for you, if we're measuring my vitals to see what's affecting them and what's not, wouldn't giving me oxygen when my stats go down mess that up? She says, it absolutely would. I'm telling you, I have lost almost all my faith in that hospital. And I'm going to ask the nurse that just came on my shift if they're supposed to be checking my urine and blood glucose. Have you been able to ask the question? She says, I fell asleep waiting for him to come back. I feel a lot less anxiety, he says, knowing that you are hooked up to the monitors. I'll listen to this part. Yeah. And if I can't get a hold of you, it's not because you're dead. He said that to her.
Wow.
Absolute garbage can.
Was he hang on. That's is that, well, I wonder actually, because I mean, they live together. They've probably talked between these messages.
Right.
I wonder if they actually have discussed, like, am I dying?
Yeah.
Or is he just bringing it up for the first time in this text message?
Yeah, right.
They could have discussed it between texts.
They could have.
Honestly, as fucked up as everything's going, she's not getting better. I'm sure that thought he knew, but I'm sure it crossed her mind, right?
Right. Especially days on end and feeling like this, and no one can tell you anything.
Yeah. Jesus, man.
Yeah, this is brutal. The doctor down in the ER had no idea what she was talking about. They were going to be in here every 4 hours to monitor my blood pressure and my blood sugar. The blood sugar part I should have expected. The only thing this machine that I am hooked up to is monitoring is my heart rate and my oxygen saturation. I'm glad they're watching it. I'm glad you're glad. I'm exhausted and sitting here feeling like crying because I know I'm not going to get any sleep.
Dude, she is fucking
She's getting done. Yeah, dude, that's
she's done with this shit.
Yeah, dude.
She's getting irritated, frustrated, and mad. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I hate that. Also, don't be too mad at their leaders. We gave permission for Noah to pick up V and take her to the lobby to find me. They're talking about something else there. Now everybody's starting to figure it out. Bishop stopped by. Apparently, when Barb Harper finds something out, the entire world knows it. Carrie Warnock is texting me, Amy, Julie. So everybody's texting him at this point. I'm getting more annoyed. Barb wants to bring dinner tonight. Says his wife, Kelly Hansen, is already bringing dinner tonight. So she's still sitting there dealing with shit. While standing is really a cardiovascular workout for you. I think you're in a zone 3 there. My head hurts so bad. I'm so sorry. Have they given you anything for it? I'm going to lay down for about an hour in case you were trying to reach me. I just took tramadol. Is your headache any better? We are headed to the orthodontist now. A tiny bit, but not really, she says.
Is she still in the hospital?
I think so. Here, this is the 10th. Also having the doctor said if you're getting home today or not. Yeah. Everything was negative or normal. They just did an ultrasound on my heart. She said she could send me home or keep me and watch my blood pressure. So they are testing shit. Like, they're trying to figure it out.
I wonder when she was done, right? Like, was he actively giving her shit? Right? Yeah. When was she like, she had enough of this poison to actually kill her? Like, was it, days ago? Was it just before she got to, like, because he was probably still giving it to her.
Yeah,
right?
he was, just
every day.
A minute ago, he's still trying to bring her a shake for lunch.
God, man.
This is fucked, dude.
Like, if she could have just been admitted to the fucking hospital, I just wonder, hell, was he fucking sneaking into the hospital and giving it to her?
Hell, maybe, yeah.
Like, if they could have just gotten her into the fucking hospitals soon enough and kept her to try to figure out what's wrong with her, she might still be alive. Just because he wouldn't have access to give her, spike her shake with fucking poison. Man, it's so brutal.
Right here, he's hoping she's dead, I'm sure. I just tried to reach you, but went to voicemail. I hope that means that you're getting some rest finally. I plan to bring the girls up a little bit later. He's bringing the kids up, bro. They have 6 freaking children. We probably won't stay super long with everybody there, and it seems like there's a lot of people coming in.
We probably won't stay super long. Yeah, like, you're the only people who should be there.
Yeah, dude.
Like, fuck everybody else that wants to come in. You're the ones that should be in a real situation. If it was your wife actually dying from some freak thing,
you're gonna be with
and you had nothing to do with it, you would fucking be there.
You're gonna be
with your kids,
with the immediate family. Here she says, "I'm working."
and maybe you want to protect your kids from that, and I can understand that too.
Yeah,
but you need to be there.
Yeah,
like, if anybody needs to be there, it's this motherfucker.
100%.
But we won't stay long.
Yeah, we'll get out of your hair. I'm working on stretching right now, she says, in the hopes that my head will feel better. They just gave me a bunch of meds for my headache and my heartburn. I do like seeing you guys, but you're right. When my head hurts, it's hard to have a lot of people in here making a lot of noise. I love having you here. I just don't want to wear you out. Trying to take care of everything at home. See, she's still worried about him.
She's so considerate.
He's
dude.
like, I'm fine. It's really busy and crazy, but that's always the case when you're not around. I want to be up there with you 24/7. I love you and miss you, and I'm so worried. I wish you were healthy enough to come home tonight and snuggle me. But thank you for staying so that you feel like you're, man, this is horrible. She says, please bring deodorant. I love you. I'm excited to have you home again. I'm kind of feeling a little bit like I'm drowning, but I'm doing my best. I'm sure you're doing great. So my blood pressure was just, looks like 145/73. I can't win. Oh my gosh, he says. I'm going to head over and hang out with you for about an hour or so, if you're okay with that. Or I should say, I'm going to hang out with you until I feel like I'm falling asleep, and then they will come back home and do exactly that. But I want to see you again today. I love that idea. How are you feeling? Man, the nausea is back, but my head doesn't hurt as much. We will take that.
Dude, the fact that he's only going over there for an hour is crazy to me.
I know, dude. Like, if this was, dude, she's been in here for days at this point. Like,
that's crazy, man.
How are you feeling? Man, the nausea is back. If you haven't left yet, please don't forget to bring me a t-shirt. These long sleeves are making my vitals a little rough. I have already left, but I also remember the t-shirt. Thank you, baby. Thank you for coming back. I miss you so much, and it's nice to have some time with you. I love you. You're welcome.
Jessica Christie, great point.
What'd she say?
She is the epitome of resiliency, being that sick and still functioning like this.
Right?
Like, holy shit.
Yeah, dude. Still fighting, still trying to be there as a wife and a mother from a hospital bed. Like, that actually shows the integrity of this fucking lady, bro.
And it's just another fucking thing that just makes it feel so much worse.
Yeah, this one is really, really gross.
Yeah, I didn't expect this. I didn't know there was this much fucking information.
Yeah,
this is crazy. We're literally getting to see it happen day to day, and
in real time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a real time thing. I mean, he literally just got charged today officially. Like,
yeah,
like this all happened this month. 1 month ago, today.
Yeah.
These people were living a normal life. Like, that's
Yeah.
what trips me up. It's how quick some shit like that can go off in somebody's head.
Yeah.
Fucking gross, man.
Well, and I don't know if you've noticed in chat, they've mentioned that he tried to poison her before.
Yeah, I mentioned that. Well, that's the part where he, drugged her previously because he was going to off himself and he didn't want her to stop him. Is what he says there. Another really stupid.
What was the drug? What did he give
I
her?
know that. I don't know. I haven't seen that. If anybody else has, please put that in chat. He says, "You're welcome."
Because if he like roofied her, then all right, that makes sense. But if he gave her fucking cyanide,
yeah, I actually have no clue, but I'd imagine it wasn't that level.
right?
Oh yeah, and also she's probably had to be really resilient with the 6 kids. She's probably thinking about them in the back of her head. I mean, if this is somebody else that probably isn't thinking about her child, and even the husband at this point, they're probably going to give up sooner.
Do we know the ages of the children?
I've seen a picture. They age from small to teenagers.
I remember I saw earlier in the text something about one of them. And I don't know if it was a kid or not driving. So is one of them like 16 at least?
I think so. I think one of the ones they're mentioning in here is one of the kids. Yeah.
Now how brutal. I mean, I'm sure that hopefully they got family.
I mean, these kids are seeing it too while she was there, right? Like,
yeah. Hopefully they got grandparents or aunts and uncles or something that they can go live with.
Yeah,
because if not, dude, that 16-year-old is basically going to fucking be raising all of those kids.
Yeah.
How fucked is that kid's life now? God, I mean, I can't even imagine.
It's messed up, and they're coming from a pretty kind of well-off type life, like.
Yeah, and that's going to be fucking shut down immediately, unless hopefully the rest of the family, like there's somebody who has the financial ability and homestead or whatever, however you want to word that, to take care of these children. Because fuck me,
I know, man, that's the saddest
like
part.
to have these kids go into foster care,
yeah,
or even like the 16-year-old has to figure out how to take care of her brothers and sisters, or his or her brothers and sisters. I mean, that's I don't even know, man. It's so heartbreaking.
Yeah, that's terrible, dude. Like, to think about that part of it. I'm hoping that hopefully that there's some family that can get these kids and help them out.
Ugh.
Yeah, so much
Let
grossness.
me go get another drink.
Get that drink, dude.
You can keep reading. I'm not I mean, while I do want to hear it, I'm also kind of
no, you're
it's
good.
brutal.
Yeah, you're good. Kendra, true crime goth, thank you for popping in here. He couldn't do, I'll read a little bit of chat here while he goes and gets a drink. Anybody's just popping in here, please hit that like, helps me out, guys. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe, hit the 3 little dots on the side, make sure you're signed up for all notifications. I do a lot of post all day long in the community. I post regular videos and of course live streams, so you know when I pop on here. And give this video a share. YouTube really likes that as well. Yeah, Kendra, true crime goth. He couldn't do divorce, have financial issues, have 6 kids, gambling and porn addiction. Crazy, this guy's a Mormon. Another crazy case in Colorado. And I know exactly where this is. Shit. A little too close for comfort. Sam, she loved and trusted him so much, she turned a blind eye to him, poisoning her once before. This woman was amazing, right? Dago, what's happening, brother? Thanks for popping in here. Hope you're having a good Thursday, dude. Yeah, so much grossness, bro. Like, yeah, if he poisoned me once, I would have told the hospital. Yeah, that's true. So here, we'll read a little bit more while we wait on Dan. You're welcome. I wish I could have stayed longer. I love you, and I'm so glad that you seem to be doing better. I hope you're able to at least get some water and crystal light down. I just woke up dreaming about making love to you. I love you and want you. He just said this to her. Jesus fuck. Good morning. How are you feeling? Being a couple pairs, just a case, please. Bring a couple pairs? Just a case, please. I'm not sure what she's saying there. What a random message. And then she never even responded to that, because what the fuck? He says, okay, I forgot to ask, how was your blood pressure? How has your blood pressure been? Please let me know when the doctor comes. She is coming now. I wonder if we should request a cardiologist or neurologist. Dude, she's done at this point, right? She's starting to really fade out here. Okay, the first stage of finishing up this case is complete, and now I have to put in the curing unit for an hour, so I'm going to go home and grab the kids and come see you in the hospital for a little bit. I don't have to be back at the office in exactly an hour. It could be any time after that. How are you feeling? They gave me heartburn meds, and I think I slept for a little bit. Yay. We're here. Have you been updating the big something at all? Yes, thank you. How did the scan turn out? Head of emergency surgery just left. Gallbladder is slightly deteriorated, I believe it says. But that happens when you don't eat. He said that he doesn't think my issue is surgical, so she's not been eating really at all. And he's going to look through my charts, talk to the doc on the floor, and see what kind of plan they can come up with. I guess that's more good news that there's not something, definitely something wrong, seriously wrong, you'll mean. They come out wrong. I guess what I mean is I'm glad they don't see anything obviously surgically wrong. How are you feeling? Nauseous, nauseated. I'm so sorry. How have you been able to keep anything down? Mark and Renee are coming tomorrow. I haven't even tried. What? So that they can be here next week to help out with the kids and stuff, just in case you're still feeling really weak and crappy. That's nice of them. I didn't ask them. Mark just sort of said we're coming because shit's fucking weird, bro. He's trying to act like shit's normal. That sounds like Mark. It sounds like a decent human being, right? Take a fucking note, bro. They hook you back up to the fluids? No. How's the afternoon? Busy but good. Main level is clean. Starting the laundry and feeding kids now. Can I bring you anything when I come tonight? I think I have everything. Thank you. That's not true. You don't have me. Although I'm guessing when I come, I'll probably bring me. They put me back on fluids. Dude, she's not trying to have any of that funny little bullshit that he's playing now. Do you know why? No. BP? No. It's been fine. So weird. I'm sorry. More puttiness probably. Have you been peeing a lot? Yes. That's good, I guess. Been able to eat. Had half a cracker. I'm waiting it out. Geez, that's actually high blood pressure again. I know. Let's see what they sent there. Annabelle shared this with Cleo, and Cleo shared it with me. We all thought it was so hilarious that I wanted to share it with you. I'm sure all three of you laughed hysterically. Wow, she's starting to have enough of this shit. Okay, maybe when you come, bring some very simple chicken noodle soup. I need to try something. She's just wanting to eat at this point. Yeah, dude, there's been some real fucked up messages. She's completely done. She's not even answering his little bullshit things anymore. At one point, dude, he says this, though. I can find it. I just woke up.
This is where we were when I left, but pretty much.
I just woke up dreaming about making love to you. I love you and I want you. Didn't even get a response. He says, good morning. And this is basically where she checks out, dude. Like, so then we get to this. He sent her this video. Annabelle shared this with me, with Cleo, and Cleo shared it with me. We all thought it was hilarious, so I wanted to share it with you. And she says, I'm sure all three of you laughed hysterically. She's fucking done. She's asking for some chicken noodle soup because she needs something. She can't eat anything. Okay, I can do that. And maybe some Vicks. Gotcha. Any meth? I think I'm good.
Meth.
He's endlessly making jokes. Like
that was a joke.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So this
I didn't even think that was a joke.
That's all he does is make jokes. He hasn't been
That's
like
fucking insane.
Endlessly making jokes.
Like, how can you joke when you're getting? I don't know, man. It's disgusting.
So this conversation just happened. Hey, Violet, do you want to go with me to visit Mom in the hospital? Violet, no, I'm good. Just tell her I'm thinking about her and I miss her and I love her and I'm praying for her. She's watching Harry Potter with Annabelle. I don't blame her. I don't want to be here either. Asking if they have a microwave so we can bring some chicken broth, maybe something that could be warmed up. They have a microwave. I'm almost done with the broth they brought me. We'll see how that goes. I'm finally heading up. I totally forgot the Vicks, but I plan to come back later tonight anyway. I just got lots of nausea and heartburn meds. Maybe the broth will stay down. Asking, morning, are you up? She's saying, I hear last night was a little crazy. He says, how are you doing? I feel groggy and drugged. They have my butt alarm on. I can't get up or they all come in. I don't throw up. Yay for not throwing up. Someone was cold in church. I'm not sure what he sent there. Was that another joke, probably?
It's a picture of somebody they're not trying to expose. Somebody wearing a jacket, you know what I mean? I'm sure. A blanket covered up in church.
Yeah. I'm trying some cream of wheat this morning. Okay, let's do this. So far, so good. Yeah,
How many
he's in
days have
church. I finished
passed?
up the sacrament meeting, and the bishop said that I can bring the sacrament to you, so I'm going to do that. What was it?
How many days have passed since she's been in the hospital?
Let's
Did he
see.
keep up?
This is Sunday. I'm thinking this was the 12th. It seems like this was the 12th. She died on the 16th this week.
But how many days has she been in the hospital at this point?
Oh, she was in and out a few times, but at this point, I think she's been in since the 9th, I believe. And she gets out again, and then she goes back the very next day, and then she never leaves. I believe I'm remembering that right. She's been here for a minute at this point.
Yeah, I asked that earlier, Pookie. I wonder if he was still giving it to her while she was in the hospital. But the damage may have already been done, and he didn't even need to.
Yeah.
That was kind of my big question, right? Had he already given her enough for her to slowly pass away from it, or was he actively giving it to her in the hospital?
Yeah.
But I would think she would.
In.
Unless she was like asleep when he got there and he just fucking put it in some food, or maybe, I mean, like he could have been bringing her stuff. I mean, he could have not in the text messages, could have like gone to the hospital and she asked for something and he went out and grabbed it real quick, or even went downstairs and grabbed it and had some fucking cyanide in his pocket and sprinkled it in her drink or her food.
He did bring her some chicken broth.
I mean, he probably was.
He's obviously still very, interested in what's happening. He says, it just occurred to me that I have not brought you any flowers while you're in the hospital. I'm so sorry. I don't know how that slipped my notice. I think it's because I keep expecting them to let you out at any moment. If I had known you were going to be in there this long, I probably would have done a better job with that. It's okay. I don't need flowers. Clean underwear, blue and gray pajama pants, pink something, pink or teal t-shirt, socks, plastic bag for dirty clothes. Yeah, she's pretty blunt now. Were you wanting me to go home and gather these things and bring them back to you, or is it okay to bring them the next time I come? I like them as soon as possible. I feel kind of gross.
Jesus, dude.
This fucking
Why
guy,
is he not
bro.
fucking there like all the time?
This is inconveniencing him right now.
Yeah.
Okay, I will drop the kids at home and grab that stuff and bring it right back. Where would I find the blue and gray pajamas and the pink t-shirt? The girls know what I mean. In case you don't, pajama pants on the shelf in my closet, t-shirts hanging up. He said, noted. Man, your blood pressure is all over the board. I've been saying that forever. I'm adding to the list clean underwear, blue. She's adding some more stuff. Needs a towel, soap, conditioner. She's just trying to get clean, right? Try to have some kind of normalcy. My pulse on doesn't want to work. Maybe you don't have any pulse, he says.
Are you fucking serious?
This fucking dude, bro.
He's still joking.
Dude. Maybe I'm a vampire. They keep taking all my blood. Okay, I'm trying a sandwich. Wish me luck.
She's actually playing with him this
That's
time.
the first time she's joked in a lot of text.
Yeah.
A lot of text.
But holy shit, man.
Coming up, me, that is, hopefully not the sandwich.
Well, and you know what? Maybe we shouldn't. I mean, we should, but maybe this is how the relationship was before she was sick. They would make these kind of jokes with each other. So maybe it's not that abnormal for him to say something like that. I don't know. But in the context that we know that he fucking knows, it feels real fucked up. Like,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, dude. It is fucked. Reading through this.
I mean, people do have morbid personalities, and that's how they get through things like this. That's not like if you took this conversation out of context and like you didn't know that he was the person that poisoned her and murdered her, you might not think it was so strange, you know.
Right. Yeah. Be like, well, that's kind of how they always talk, right?
But we do know, so it feels a lot more fucked up. I don't know.
So yeah, this is still Sunday. She's saying I get to watch Big Bang Theory. What are you doing? Not much. I just woke up from my nap, and I think dinner is going to be here in about 10 minutes. They said between 5 and 5:30, 5:15, 5:30. Do you think they will let you come home tonight, or do you think they'll stay another night? Nobody has said, and I haven't seen any doctors yet, but I ate my sandwich. Well, look at you. Nauseous, a little, but no vomit, not vomit worthy. That's a huge improvement. She says, I miss you. I miss you so much. When are you coming back? She says, I thought around 6:30. That's okay. I was going to wait for Belle to get home. Says, okay. Is they going to let you come home? She said, no. Why not? Because of last night. Geez, Annabelle still isn't home yet. Yeah, right here she says, okay, I'm sorry I'm hurting, after he's explaining what's going on at his house, at the house. He's going to bring the laptop so she can watch something without commercials. She says, I'm having a popsicle. Sounds exciting. I don't feel good, she says. I'm sorry you're not feeling good. I just got here and I'm headed up. Hopefully you're feeling better. Says, I love you, baby. Thank you for handling so much. Maybe someone will figure me out tonight. Did you give Mark the door and alarm codes? I disarmed the alarm. Are you sleeping? She says, on and off. Next day here, this is Monday morning. How was your night? Any crazy episodes? How are you doing? She's not answering back. I'm sure it is. She says, my head hurts really bad and I'm not allowed to sleep without oxygen. So it's progressing. It's getting worse.
Yeah.
I'm okay, I think. I ordered cream of wheat. How's your blood pressure? Blood pressure was low this morning, but I don't remember. Yeah, the brain fog and the dizziness. It's been able to sleep. Cardiologist thinks I'm a puzzle. Literally said exactly what doctor said. Well, you're a puzzle.
That's exactly how I feel, Dago. Like, this was like when we started this thing, we were kind of making fun of how stupid he is as a criminal. Dude, when we got into these text messages, it's like,
It's brutal.
oh my God.
This is
dude.
absolutely brutal.
It's fucked up. It's so rough.
It makes it so much more real the way you can weirdly relate to this.
Mm-hmm.
She says, I would like to go home. I'm sure. Are you staying another night? They're not saying anything. I haven't seen my doctor. Says, I'm pretty much slept all day. Well, I'm not tired anymore. I think I mostly feel lazy. Just want to go outside and walk around. How's your heart rate? It's still Monday, 5:04 p.m. My legs are super hairy. I might have to shave twice. Do you want me to bring the chainsaw? He says, do you want me to bring anything to the hospital for you? No, I think I'm good. I may walk one of the girls through packing a bag for me so I have something to do. So I have something to put on when I leave there tomorrow, but I can wait. I think you guys are probably already gone for dinner.
So she's about to get out again.
And right here, it seems like she started feeling a little bit better. She even asked, can you stop at Panda Express and get me a thing of chicken lo mein? Says, I wish I was going home now. Still not going home yet. Somebody sending some flowers.
What is that? What is that? The next picture.
There's a door with a bunch of hearts on it.
No.
Annabelle got
Annabelle
heart
got heart
attacked.
attacked.
I'm heading up with my laptop and an episode of New Girl in Hand if you care to watch. He says, baby, I love you so much. Going over some more shit. Thank you for spending as much time as you do. It hasn't been fun and I want to go home, but it really hasn't been that bad either. I love you and I'll see you tomorrow. When you get home, can you please put out the crock pot and the crock pot liners for Barb? Still worried about the household.
Yeah, the Dago said
Appreciate
the nail
that.
in the coffin. Yes, thank you, Creed 64. Dago said nail in the coffin could have been the main or the low main.
Shit, yeah. Because she's all asking for some more freaking food.
Maybe she was feeling better.
something.
He sprinkled some more fucking shit
He's
in
like,
there.
oh, she's hungry. Shit, dude, I bet he was sprinkling everything.
Man, if they could, how is it they can't figure out? Like, what do they got to do to find out that there's cyanide in your system?
Yeah.
Do they have to like specifically test for that?
Yeah, like
and I mean, they wouldn't do that because why would that be an assumption, right?
Right. Yeah.
God, that fucking sucks.
It sucks, dude.
If there was like there should be a blood test where it just shows every fucking thing in there. You know, like they don't have to specifically test for it. Just fucking you take blood, you put it in a machine, and it shows every element that's in your blood. Does that not exist?
Yeah, like there should be something. Some of
exist.
his poisons are untraceable, and that's actually some of his actual Googles were, poisons that are untraceable and stuff like that.
Was it arsenic or cyanide?
I think out the gate here was arsenic, and he had purchased cyanide for later. I think the original thing he was getting her with is arsenic.
Did he ever give her the cyanide, or was that just?
I don't think so. I think the cyanide was what was sent to the office after the fact, and there was a third poison that was purchased also that was intercepted by FedEx because the authorities had already been notified. He had ordered multiple poisons from Amazon.
So you have to get a forensic blood test. Like a hospital would never give you a blood test. It's just like covers every. I mean, I guess that makes sense. They wouldn't, right? Because that would be. How the fuck do you even go through that?
Yeah.
There's got to be thousands of elements in your blood of you know what I mean? That's why when you go get a blood test at a doctor's office or a hospital or whatever, they specifically say, I want to check this, this, and this.
Yeah.
Because you can't just fucking go through everything. You can't.
It's too much a lot of times.
God, that fucking sucks though, don't it? Like there should be like, you should be able to send your blood through a computer and be like, these elements don't make sense. Like if there's fucking arsenic in there, cyanide, it should just immediately red flag,
Yeah, 100%.
It fucking sucks.
And he's saying right here, I can't wait to see you home in my bed tomorrow. And she says, hopefully I'll be in other places in the house too. She says, time for bed exercise. She says, how about let's make sure I don't feel like committing first. He says committing, but she was talking about vomiting. Still in the hospital. My stomach still hurts a little. Ordered another sandwich. Says my mouth tastes like medicine. Doc just signed off and is getting my paperwork together. If she gets done soon, I'll have Belle just get me. If not, can you come at 3? So they're going to let her out here.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's so fucked. It's so fucked to think about it. Like hindsight's 2020, right? It's so fucked to think that like if they could have just figured out this woman was being poisoned, she'd be alive right now.
I know. Yeah.
But they couldn't. I mean, and you can't blame them.
Yeah, I mean, they were doing tests and stuff, and I guess that just wasn't on the, they didn't. And somebody else had said it in chat too. If she could have maybe mentioned that, hey, he had drugged me in the past, like.
Fucking sucks, dude. And again, silver lining to this whole thing is that she documented her symptoms very well. So
that is a very good point.
The
dude.
more people that see this case and read these messages and see what symptoms she had, it could give you a clue if you ever have these symptoms. Like, hey, test me for fucking arsenic poisoning or cyanide poisoning because my symptoms are pretty consistent with this case, or you could use it as an example or whatever. So she did a good thing there, documenting her symptoms through text message.
100%. Yeah, I think February 27th was the first time he had purchased something from Amazon. Yeah, they've got all of this.
I can't believe you could just buy this stuff.
Well, there was questions, but he said it was getting it sent as I guess the medical profession helped him. Honestly, I think that's what helped him.
Yeah, but a fucking dentist doesn't need.
That's true, but I doubt the questions are that thorough. They're shipping it through the mail, right. But that is, at one point they said in here like it was sent to like his medical facility because of that, because it seemed less weird. But yeah, what the fuck are you going to be doing with teeth with this shit, right?
Yeah.
Costs $13 for some arsenic. 10 grams. In the description of the item James purchased, the information stated that arsenic is often believed to be used for murder, and it has been in many crime novels. The second portion of the informative description stated that the real danger is in swallowing it, which could be very well prove fatal. Right there on Amazon it said that. Right here we see the following history from 3:32 p.m. to 3:35 p.m. Can't really read what it says there, but it's him looking at shady shit, the history of it.
Can we find out, Stevie, what he did to her prior?
Yeah, let's
see. People keep mentioning her being poisoned prior. I wonder, was she
drugged
poisoned or was she drugged?
She was drugged.
Yeah, people keep saying she was poisoned.
Poisoned and drugged, I guess, are the same in that but she was drugged.
Well, poisoned, I think, poisoned with the intent to kill versus drugged with a different intention, right?
Right.
Like if she was roofied, she wasn't poisoned. I would not call that.
I would still call that. I mean, they're very similar.
Drugged. I would call that drugged. When I think poison, I think intent to kill.
I agree, but I also think that it's the same thing with fucking Trap House. Like, it means the same thing, but it doesn't.
No, I don't think it does. I don't think it does. Like if you're feeding someone heroin, that's drugged. That's not poisoned. You're poisoning their body.
I would count that as poison.
But poison, I think poison specifically has
poison if you're feeding it to somebody.
I think poison has a connotation of trying to murder somebody.
I agree with that, but it's also very easily confused. I see why they're saying.
If you're not trying to murder somebody, it's drugged.
Right.
If you have
what you're saying,
no intent to kill,
but also see why it's being extremely confusing.
Well, yeah, but
I can't right off find it, because everything is popping. It's just all the, how everything's popping right now. I'm sure it's buried in one of these articles, though. If I do find it later, I will definitely update that, but I'm not sure what he did prior. But anything I've seen, it's actually being said it was drugged because he wanted to essentially make sure that she could not stop him from offing himself. So,
yeah, which sounds like he was drugging her,
not trying to kill her per se.
Right.
But
he wanted her unconscious or something like that. And I mean, you can drug somebody and kill them without intent, right? On accident. Yeah, it happens. That's not poisoning someone, in my opinion. The way I view the English language, that is not the same thing.
Yeah, it's a fucked up story is what it is.
I would like, if anybody has a link or if anybody can find it. Yeah, poison is intentional. Yeah. Well, not even just intentional. I mean, drugging is intentional. You're doing it for intentional reasons, but the intent is what matters. Are you trying to kill the person, or are you trying to just knock the person out or have the person unaware of what happens after they were given the drug?
Yeah, some of his searches: top 10 deadliest plants that can kill you, top 5 undetectable poisons that show no signs of foul play, how to make poison. Yeah, he's not the smartest. 6 deadly undetectable poisons. Yeah, they've got so much on this guy. I can't wait to see what his defense is going to be, if it goes that far. And again, like you said earlier, hope to God that there's good family that can take these kids, so they don't end up with in foster care.
Well, well, El Guapo sounds like a good defense, Your Honor. I would never poison someone. My intention was to drug them. Well, the actual drug itself is paramount, right? Arsenic is not used to drug somebody; it's used to kill somebody. Cyanide is not used to drug somebody; it's used to kill somebody, because the effects are long term. You're not drugging somebody with those drugs. You're attempting to murder them with them. But like what's the roofie drug? What is that called? Like the actual term for it?
I don't remember.
Everybody knows what a roofie
But I know
is.
what you're saying, yeah.
If you roofie somebody, you're not trying to kill them with it. You're trying to drug them. You're trying to make them pass out and not remember the night.
He probably will, El. I think he probably, if he's, never mind, he won't. He's fucking retarded. I was about to say, if he has any brains, I'll stop myself. Yeah, same. There we go. That's the name of the date rape drug.
I missed it. What was it?
Rufinol?
I still don't see it. Who said it?
Dago?
Oh, there it is. I see it. Hypnol.
Yep.
There it is.
Yeah, I probably butchered it.
No, actually, it was on the mic. I think they got it right. Rufinol, maybe a different one. It may be like I see Dagos now, but Ruhypnol, that's the one that I was thinking of.
That one on the mic said.
Yep. I
didn't know how to pronounce it, but I kind of had it in my brain just from hearing it literally forever.
So Ruhypnol, I believe, is the correct pronunciation.
Yeah. Yeah, this one's fucked though.
Oh, it's ROHYPNOL. I'm going to be on a list now because I just Googled it.
Yeah, you got to be careful. Earlier at work, that's what I was saying. I was like, man, when I look up these cases and these stories, like we're 100% on a list. Like,
yeah,
so I'm putting in details. Yeah, I'm interested to see where this ends up going. And yeah, again, I just hope the kids end up with family that are decent and don't end up in foster care. And this guy ruined a lot of lives.
Yeah, it's so bad, man.
For just being a narcissist piece of shit that couldn't go through a divorce. Or anything, really.
I don't know what I
don't know.
I mean, I guess I get the motive. I can understand why somebody would choose murder over losing their entire life, right? But you don't do that. You don't cross that line. The motive makes sense to me. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, and this is the same type of thing that happens all the time in our society, unfortunately. Exactly. This is a regular thing.
People can't give up what they've, like, the wealth they've grown or whatever.
They would prefer to off
somebody. They can't share it. They can't can't share it with the person they grew it with. So they try to murder them.
It's messed up, man. Well,
and I mean, they ruined so many lives in turn, right? It's insane.
Yeah, these kids will never be proper, right? Like
they
the possibility of them coming out and having normal lives, like that can still happen, but this baggage is going to be with them forever, dude.
They ended a life. They ruined the children's life. He ruined his own life. It's over for all of them. I mean, the children hopefully can come back from this, but him and his wife cannot.
No, she sadly cannot at all.
He can't either. It's over.
Yeah. He's done too.
Yeah, I mean, he can live like a shadow of a life in prison, I guess, but it's horrible.
Well, guys, tomorrow night, per usual, Friday night, 10:30 p.m. Eastern time. Are you going to be joining me at that time, Dan? I know you've got something going on.
No, I don't think so. Not tomorrow. If I make it at all, it'll be like 12 o'clock.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
That's what I was thinking. I know
Yeah.
that your time frame's kind of messing up with the 10:30 start time.
Yeah.
But, in the future, you popping on at midnight still, that'd be awesome. Like that's when the party would start.
Yeah, it kind of sucks that I'm not available from 10:30 to it's going to be about 12 now. I don't know.
I mean, I guess
We'll
you could
see.
start the show and just dive out real quick.
I could, yeah. I
But-
would be gone for about 30 minutes or so.
But that's up to you. But hell, as long as you want to still pop in at midnight,
We'll see what happens.
Because
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
we'll usually get the story out of the way and then turn it into a party anyway. So
Yeah.
you come in and have the party and per usual.
Yep.
But
I'll let you know tomorrow, and we'll see what happens.
cool. But yeah, tomorrow night, 10:30 p.m. Either way, I'll be here hanging out, guys. We're having some drinks. Not sure what we're going to be going over yet. I plan on doing another Idaho 4 Coburger conspiracy stream. It's been a while since I've done one of those. I need to put a lot of stuff together, so I'm not saying that's going to be tomorrow, but if I can get that together, maybe that's what's going to happen. If not, it'll probably be another story. But yeah, either way, we'll be in here hanging out, and hopefully Dan can pop in as well. And
Yeah, I
later
hope so.
early in the morning, Saturday morning.
That's true. Yeah, it would be after midnight.
Because we usually go pretty late on Fridays. Anybody that's watching this after the fact, if you've made it this deep, thank you. Please hit like on this video and give this thing a share as well. And make sure you're subbed up. And make sure if you are subbed up that you hit the 3 little dots on the side and make sure all notifications are turned on so you don't miss anything. And yeah, everybody here in chat's been fired tonight. Thank you guys so much. Hopefully you can be L. Thanks, Dago. Appreciate it, brother. Oh, guapo. Hopefully you can pop in here tomorrow night also, dude.
Yeah, we haven't missed an episode, Friday night episode for a long. I mean, we've had a good streak going.
Yeah, the last time I missed one was when I had COVID, which was the beginning of February.
Oh,
of January?
so I guess it hasn't been that long. Okay.
It's been a minute now. It's
Almost
been
2
over a
months.
month.
Yeah.
Month and a half.
I just know. Yeah, we've been going for a while.
We've been doing it. We've been rocking and rolling for you guys. But yeah, I'm ready for the weekend. I'll tell you that much.
Oh yeah.
Ready to chill out, take a couple days. It's been a long week.
And it's warm.
Oh, dude, it's warming up. I know. Tomorrow's supposed to be another
Ooh.
70.
Yeah, dude. Oh
Need to
man,
do some cooking outs when I do get that charcoal going.
it makes me very excited. It makes me feel good. Makes me feel good to step outside and feel the sun on my face.
Dude, I know.
Which I
man.
think tomorrow it's gonna rain. So, but it's still gonna be warm.
Of course. Of course. As long as we
When
get
it's
rid of some
warm,
of the snow.
when it's warm, it has to be ruined by rain, right? Every fucking time.
Every
it seems like.
time. I know. Yeah.
Today was good though. Today it was a little cloudy, but it was still pretty good.
And it started off kind of like windy, but dude, by the time I got off, it felt really good.
Yeah,
And even on lunch, it felt good.
it's exciting, man. Like,
I
dude,
know.
like this is the first year I really feel like I've had seasonal depression. Like this winter
were
has just
saying
been
that.
brutal for me. I don't know what it is, man. I felt like shit all winter.
Dude, I feel like the cold, the older I get, I feel it in my body more. Like,
Yeah,
I
like
hate it.
those days that we have, those glimpses of spring that we get, dude. I'm fucking like full of energy those days.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, fuck yeah, let's get something done.
Yeah,
But
that's
then
how
you
I
get
feel
those
too.
cold days, man. I don't want to do shit.
Daniela, we are from West Virginia. There is no springtime in New Orleans. Damn. It's just hot there all the time, I believe. Yeah, we're in West Virginia. We get a little bit of everything. About 6 months of the year is winter here.
Yeah. Night
Yeah.
threads.
Threads, thank you so much for hanging out. We're closing this thing up as well. Hope you'll be here tomorrow night. Yeah, you got anything to add here, Dan?
Nope. I had a good night. Thanks everybody for joining. Love everybody.
Oh yeah. Again, one more time tomorrow night, 10:30 p.m. Eastern time. I will see you there, and hopefully Dan will come in after. But yeah, we'll be doing something. We're going over something. Have your drink or vices ready, folks. And if you don't, no biggie. But yeah, thank you guys so much. And any updates on this case, I will be giving them along the way. This is going to be one that I'm covering normally. I'm still waiting on Sarah Boone. Lori Vallow's about to start Daybell, I believe, early April. So there's going to be some stuff going on with the channel. Keep your eyes peeled. And again, keep your eyes peeled for an Idaho 4 Conspiracy 666 show that's going to be coming up soon. But yeah, thank you all. And we will see you tomorrow night.
Night, y'all.
See, we shoot them up bang bang over here. We not scared of their motherfucking ass.